Hi there, I'm Quartz and I'm going to be doing a little edit with me. I'm going to show you my very first preset pack under Mamastalgia. It's the Embrace preset pack. You can see that over here. I'm super duper excited to show this to you because although it's my first pack, I have been editing on it and creating it since I started photography. And Lightroom is something that I've been a little bit obsessive about since I was actually quite young. Um, so I'm very excited to show it to you and how it can transform your photos of your kids. So I've essentially just gone through and picked, I think, about 17 different photos of my kids because I really want to show you what it's like when you're editing photos of your own children. Obviously, I'm very obsessed with these photos. I think my kids are so cute. Um, but yeah, you'll really enjoy editing photos of your own kids. So they're basically straight out of the camera. I'll go through and explain some little tips and anything I have as I go through this. However, this is not meant to be a Lightroom crash course. This is really just to show you the different presets and how I would usually work with them. So to start off with, I have this beautiful image of Daisy, which I love. I feel like this little flower here, although it gives a bit of context, is a little bit random. So I will actually, if I can, start by taking this one out. This is the generative AI function where you basically just highlight what you're wanting to remove or change, and it kind of uses AI somehow, goes through and decides what to do with it. So it's figured out there that I want it removed, which is perfect. So that's that. Now I'm going to start off with, I might just, this is my eyedropper tool. It can really help with the white balance, although to be honest, I kind of like how it is now. Let's see how it goes with the presets. So we have four colored presets here. We have Embrace, Nostalgia, Reverie, Serendipity, and then we have more of a black and white preset, which is the Homewood preset. So just having a little look over these now. So this is the Embrace preset, which I like. We've got Homewood on this image, Nostalgia, so pretty, and Reverie, Serendipity. So kind of first impression of these, sometimes I like to just kind of flick through them a few times and see which one I like. If I'm editing basically like one gallery of images from a single shoot, I tend to use one preset so that they look consistent. But it depends how artistic I want to go with it. I think I like Embrace or Nostalgia. And sometimes you get caught just wondering which one will I do. I am not immune to that. So I think in this instance, I really like the kind of moodier look. So we're going to go with Nostalgia. I'm going to bring this in a little bit. I think maybe like this. I just want to simplify it a bit. So getting rid of some of these lines and things just makes it a bit more of a simple image. Focuses a bit more on Daisy. And then what I like to do is I like these central vertical lines to be fairly straight if I can. So I'm just going to do this. And what's the word? The benefit of that is these are kind of a bit more straight as well. You're not going to get them perfect because they're all kind of all over the place, and I don't need them to be perfect. So there we go. Oh, I might just do this a little bit. I think I want to even crop that in more. Look, sometimes it can be a little bit of back and forth. I try not to go too wild with that, but this image is composed quite strange, so we'll go with that. I didn't want to just show you like perfect kind of really polished images either. I wanted to give you a bit of a realistic view. I feel like her face is disappearing a little bit, so I'm just going to bring up some of the shadows a touch. I still like it a bit of contrast there. And I kind of like where that's sitting, to be honest. Yep, I am happy with that one. So I'm going to move on. Now this one straight off the bat I can tell is underexposed because it's quite dark, and you can even see like it's down here, the shadows are quite pronounced. It'll be interesting working with these greens. So straight off the bat, I'm actually going to just bump it up a little bit so I can see what's going on. Here we go. And how this one happened, ISO 500, yeah, this one was taken on a self timer, on like an interval timer on my camera, and it was getting very dark. So like as we were shooting, it was getting darker and darker because it was I think this is going into blue hour here. Or it was at least very overcast, and yeah, the sun was disappearing, so that's why it's quite underexposed. I wasn't really playing with the settings, I was in front of the camera. This is me. Hello. All right, so let's have a little look at these. I might even want that down a bit. So we've got our embrace preset, homeward, nostalgia, reverie, serendipity. Kind of think I actually like nostalgia for this one as well. Yeah. So we're going to do that. I'm going to straighten my horizon just a little bit more. Yeah. There's actually a hill over here, so obviously it's going to go up a bit. I don't like how I've kind of randomly chopped my foot off just a little bit, so I'm going to come in so it's not like a little chop off. It looks a bit more intentional. I could put the negative space kind of over here. That's interesting. Yeah. I'll kind of line my body up here. So I have two thoughts about this because she's looking out that way. I could put the negative space over here. But I think I'll do this because I'm kind of looking back. So we're going to go with that. I will bring the shadows up a little bit, and I might actually use a brush to do that. So as you can see, there's actually a radial filter on all of these presets. It's very subtle, but it just kind of highlights, well, actually darkens the edges a bit. And also it brings down the clarity around the edges as well, so that you'll know, like you would put right in the bullseye here, exactly what you're wanting to focus on in the image. So can you see that a little bit? It just blurs it out that bit more. But like I said, I'm going to come in here and bring this up a little bit, just a tiny bit. I might actually, sometimes bringing down the contrast can be a good way to do it. There we go. I don't want to, just make sure my arm looks natural color there. Okay. Perfect. So if I was getting really nitty gritty with this, I'd probably zoom in a little bit more. How exciting to do a little spot remove here. Oh, I didn't do a great job of that. Sometimes it can be a little bit funny. Let's just do a bit of a bigger circle. There we go. Cool. All gone. It's like more like random bits of grass here than I would like, but if I was going to get very detailed with it, I might take this one out potentially. It just feels like it's kind of blocking things. I would do that with the generative AI because it's quite quick, but I won't bother about that right now. But I'm pretty happy with that one. So before, after, all I've really done is applied the preset and yeah, changed around a little bit of the exposure. They're beautiful presets, so you shouldn't need to do too much. All right, next one. Cool. The kitties again. You'll see a theme there. So I don't love embrace on that. Embrace is one of my absolute favorites, but it can be particular, especially when there's a lot of like cool color in there already. Reverie. Okay, I'm going to warm it up a little bit. I think that might help me even before. And you know what? The kids are just that little bit out of focus in this image. I didn't double check that, but that's fine. I just grabbed some kind of random photos. I do gravitate a lot towards the nostalgia for a lot of images. I might go homeward with this one. Even though there's beautiful coloured flowers, I just quite like it. So I'm going to even bring this down. I quite like my black and whites, quite low contrast, like low exposure. Yeah. This obviously hasn't been cropped yet. I'll just do a little bit of that. And then I would get, you know, I could get rid of his little, it looks like he's got little nose boogers. I don't know if that really made it that much better. Kind of want to come down here and put a bit more grain in and just make it nice and grainy. Cute. Give it that like film look. A bit of film grainy vibes. Just... There we go. You know what? Grain can, and also black and white can cover a multitude of sins. So I feel like if something's a bit of out of focus, sometimes I'll add in some more grain. It's the lazy way of doing things. But you know what? When you're photographing your kids, sometimes things are just out of focus. You can also use AI to, there's different programs you can use to bring your images back in focus. Okay, I love this one because it looks like she's whispering in the goat's ear, which she probably actually is. To be honest, that's probably what we were doing. Here's Embrace. I quite like Embrace on that one. Oh, I like Reverie on that one, actually. Yeah, my favourites are probably Serendipity, Reverie, and Embrace. Oh, I do really like Reverie. I'm going to go with Reverie. I love the green on Reverie. Just play around with the crop a little bit. Might be cute to like get right in. A little donkey in the background there. Having children in your house means always being sick. All right. If you wondered why my voice is so nice and low, it's not because I'm just got a naturally raspy voice, but I can thank my children for that. I think I'm going to crop it in like that for now. I could, you know, there's just so many different ways you can do things. I'm just going to get rid of this little one as well. It's just kind of sticking out there and not adding anything. And I'm looking at that, I'm pretty happy with that actually. I've definitely gone for a bit of a moodier edit on even all of these four so far, but for me, I don't know. I'm just a moody gal. I do enjoy, yeah, a little bit of darker. Oh, and we're going to remember to do this as well. Okay. So I just want to do like a little bit of something here. It's looking like a tiny bit muddy. So just gonna bring up the exposure and maybe the contrast. Just brighten it a tiny bit. Bring up. Okay. Cool. Happy with that. Change my mind about things sometimes. And now we've got this little bit of grass poking back up. The only annoying thing about the generative AI at the moment is it does take a little bit of time. I'm not sure if that's because my internet is slow. I'm not quite sure how that works. Alrighty. Cool. Well, we're 4 images in so far. Let me try and go a bit quicker for some of these other ones. This one's a fairly simple image, so just oh yeah, it was simple because I think I'd already edited it before actually. So I'm going to use my eyedropper tool. Generally, with the eyedropper tool, you're wanting to click on something that's supposed to be white. So that is supposed to be white, but look what color it is right now. So that means my white balance was not where it was supposed to be, and now I've brought the colors quite true to nature. Isn't that amazing how, yeah, that just makes such a big difference, hey? So we've got embrace. I really like embrace on that. I feel like any of the presets would actually work really well, so it just depends what vibe. I'm actually going to go embrace, but I'm going to kick up the contrast a bit and the exposure. Just a little bit more warmth, and I'm pretty happy with that. I'm sure you can use your imagination as to what all that white stuff is. To be honest, I don't even remember. I think it's yogurt. Pretty sure that's yogurt. Alrighty, here's a photo my hubby took. I love this one. I love like a bit of an action shot. This feels like I'm actioning. Oh, actually, this is it straight out of the camera. Sorry, I had previously fiddled around with it. So to start with, you can see that it's very exposed. Even you can see up here like some of the blown out highlights. So I'm going to bring that down a bit. Maybe to there. Pretty happy with the white balance on that. Okay, going through and having a little look. Ooh. I like Nostalgia, Reverie, and Serendipity. I think Reverie is one of my new favorites. That's one of that's the newest preset that I add to the pack, and yeah, I really like it. I don't like my my skin looks quite pink in this, but I wonder if yeah, no. I would go down and play with the HSL sliders, but I'm not going to go into that much detail today just because I want to show kind of what these guys can do mostly on their own. I like them all. I swear I am never this picky, like this, what is the word? Going back and forth. I do really like this bold. So I feel like looking down here, this stands out a lot, which I don't mind because I'm not trying to do all of these images as a series or anything. They're just kind of, I'm doing them standalone. Okay, we're going to go with this. And I'm just thinking, I have 2 of these now because I clicked 2 different presets. So let me just have one. All right, so what you can do here is you can actually widen that if you want to, change the shape. I'm going to do it just like this. I kind of want to make it a little bit more extreme. There. That is something a bit different. Look how pretty. Yeah. I'm happy with that. Cool. Let's move on. Daisy and George the butterfly. She named him. Oh, nostalgia. You're doing it. Oh, that's beautiful too. I feel like serendipity is quite a specific preset. It works well in my mind more on like kind of like more full sun images, but hopefully I'll be able to give you a demonstration. So I like Reverie or Nostalgia. Oh, they're so different. I think I'm going to go with... let's go... Nostalgia. Nostalgia has been my go-to for so long, I feel like. I have a lot of people who tested this preset pack tell me Nostalgia was their favourite as well. Just with what it does to skin tone, makes it really nice and creamy and dreamy. I kind of like those little rumples over here. And this line is annoying me. Just, I don't think it adds to the story, you know? So we're gonna get rid of that. Wait for it to work. And no butterflies were harmed during this photography session. Daisy was very gentle. Poor little butterfly. I don't think he was doing too well to begin with, actually. Okay, let's see. Yeah, that's okay. We'll pretend that that's okay. All right, cool. I feel good about that. Let's just think about where this is. I'm going to put this on here. Cute. Next one. All right, strawberry picking in the full sun. Ooh, I like Embrace on that. Oh, I like Reverie too. Serendipity. I think Embrace takes the cake on this one. I'm going to straighten my horizon. Like the professional photo taker that I am. Here we go. I am going to lower the contrast because of this full sun. I'm going to up the shadows a little bit. And kind of want to cool. Just fiddle with that tone curve a tiny bit. Lovely. All right, I'm going to leave that one there for now. Pretty happy with that. It's nice to have a blue sky for once. I get a lot of blown out skies, but I think this one I really had my, had my shutter speed way up. All right, here we go. Number 9. Let's keep moving. I love this image so much. Embrace would look good if it was probably exposure down a little bit. Otherwise, Nostalgia looks good. Reverie. Serendipity. Serendipity, I swear I will use you for one of these photos. There will be a great fit and a great opportunity for that. I feel like Nostalgia doesn't really fit the mood of this, really, for me. I think I'm going to go with Embrace and bring down the highlights a bit more. Bring up my temperature just a smidge. I feel like I could probably drop the magenta. Just seeing how much. Yeah, cool. Just like that, and just straighten it a teeny tiny bit. Beautiful. And their faces are like not facing into the sun, which is fine, but I will just quickly bring the contrast down a little bit so it's just that little bit less shadowy. See, big difference. And I might bring up the shadows. Cool, I've got a little crumb here. I don't usually worry too much about, well, it depends on the purpose of the photo, but since this is, he's got strawberry juice all over him, let's just fix that. Because I could see it pretty clearly when I was zoomed out, so we'll see. Okay. Beautiful. Okay. Could even for this one just like bring down the clarity on my radial filter just that little bit more. Yeah. Cool. All right. Here we go, little bunny nose kiss. Just because this is really bugging me, I'm going to straighten it first. Dun, dun, dun. This was a Christmas photo. I like my little shoes in there. What about, this? There we go. Perfect. No, it needs a bit more. There we go. That's better. Okay. Embrace. Homeward. Nostalgia. I like nostalgia there. Reverie. I like reverie there. You know what? I actually don't mind serendipity there as well. So I might go with serendipity. Yeah, I like the greens that serendipity is pulling. Very lovely. And I might actually just add a little bit more kind of golden hue up here and accentuate that a little bit. I feel like that's nice, having that little bit of warmth. So let's just warm her up a little bit more. Feel like, yep, little spot heel. This scrunchy noses. Cute. Okay, perfect. And I do just want to drop down that magenta a little bit. I'll often do that with serendipity, just pull it back that little bit more and voila. Love it. Oh, just needs a tiny bit more. Cool. Yay. Here we go, number 11. Embrace is cute. Embrace gives like a little bit more of a teal color on the blues, which I do like for something different. Nostalgia looks really nice. Reverie looks really nice. Serendipity looks nice. I'm gonna go. I feel like Embrace and Serendipity kind of complement each other pretty well. So since I did this one in Serendipity, I'm gonna go for Embrace there. All right, here's a little going back to school photo, super cute. Got some details going on there that I'll just nix. Okay, perfect. Let's see what we have. Oh, now I feel like she's too close, so I might actually just brush them out a different way. I love Embrace on that one. Nostalgia, Reverie. Serendipity's nice too. I might go with Nostalgia. And I think that's what I actually used to edit these photos of Daisy going back to school. So I'm just going to quickly do a bit of this and a bit of this. I just feel like it kind of fits that vintagey vibe. We've got her little bunny who's called Marnie. It's a very special little rabbit of hers. And usually I don't like a lot of objects in my photos, just kind of like meaningful ones, and that one's pretty meaningful, so I do love having Marnie when Marnie appears. Also helps her feel really a lot more comfortable in front of the camera too, so this did not disappear before. All right, there we go. All right, I feel good about that. Looks great. Oh, cute. Okay, so I'm gonna start by doing this a little bit. Just Is he happy there? I can't tell. Yeah, he is. Of course. He's always happy. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I'll look for a preset. No, not a fan of Embrace on that one. Nostalgia looks good. Ooh, Reverie looks nice. Yeah, I think I'd probably pick Nostalgia, but again, because I've been doing so much Nostalgia, Reverie feels really but I don't know, it's not making the yellow pop. Yeah, we'll go Nostalgia. So there's that. I would really just kind of take this out. We're getting there, guys, I promise. We're so close. Hopefully this is helping you see how I would adapt these presets per photo. Yay. Oh, how good is generative AI? Honestly, it has been a game changer for my editing, making it so much quicker. I will also take that out just because it's kind of random there. Don't feel it's adding to the story right now. It's just a stool on its own. There's a little bit of rubbish down here or something too. Let's see. Oh, good job, generative AI. That was pretty impressive. All right. And I don't think I really need to do much else with this image. I would probably maybe neaten this up a little bit. That'll be the last one, I promise. Just because, you know what? Back in the day, I have to go and do all of this by hand. Now it's so great. It's so easy. Just get to whiz through the editing and get back to being with the kids, which is lovely. That's what hopefully these presets can do for you, is just give you that time back. Okay, love this photo. Got our beautiful golden light, little light blur leak looking thing. So we've got Embrace, Homeward, Nostalgia, Reverie, Serendipity. Oh, I feel like I would do Nostalgia or Serendipity, but I'm going to go with Serendipity for this one because I like how the red is popping on the green. I think that's quite nice. Popping. I'm gonna want a bit more. Yeah, well, if I do this. The annoying thing about sunflowers is they really can get lost. I do like to shoot them in golden hour or blue hour, and I think this was golden hour, but I probably could have brought the exposure down while I was shooting. What am I trying to do here? Here we go. Just going to see if I can bring back some of the sunflowers. I may not be able to. Oh yeah. There we go. Just, it's really the highlighted bits. Oh, that's kind of nice. What do I think? No, I don't like the blue. Oh, wait, how did I do that? Okay, just put that back. I'm someone who actually doesn't mind a blown out sky, which is quite strange. See, this is looking really bright and this is looking really dark. I'm actually going to change my mind. Sorry, guys. So we're going to just do this and bring this up. I was trying to show you guys more of Serendipity because I have left poor Serendipity out of this. And I'm just going to neaten this up a little bit. I feel like there's times when Serendipity is like the only one that looks good on certain photos. But those kinds of photos just haven't seemed to have come up. That's okay. Hopefully this just removes those little strands. Yay, perfect. I just found them a little bit distracting. Okay, there we go. Done. Love that one. All right, this one I reckon will look good with any preset. I already can tell. This was a beautiful misty morning. Grabbed the kids and went. Wow, I love Embrace on that one. Beautiful, Homeward, Nostalgia. I love that so much. Oh my gosh, I love that so much. Wow. Okay. This is one of those images I could literally do any of these and I'd be loving it. I'm going to give Serendipity her go. Here you go, Serendipity. Just bring down that a little bit. Bring down a tiny bit. Love. Love these random little skin blemishes. They are the highlight of my life. Just kidding. They're definitely not. But that's why we have the heal tool, right? Okay, I am happy with that. Next one. Hubby took this one of the kids on our holiday. Ooh. Trying to think which I like. Maybe Nostalgia. I like Reverie or Nostalgia. We're going to go Reverie. Just straighten it up a tiny bit. Oh, it's kind of hard with these stairs, but that's pretty straight already, actually. I would only get rid of this little branch, just annoying me hanging out there. But again, photos don't have to be perfect. But all I'm just trying to do is draw attention to the main characters, which is the kitties on this one. I'm thinking I might even have a look what it looks like cropping all of this out too. How did that go? Oh, so smart. Don't tell anyone how easy things are now with generative AI. They'll think we're not doing any work, but we absolutely are. Okay, let's see. Do I like it? No, I don't mind that all up there. What I might just do is I'm gonna just darken it a little bit, just like make it have less, like pull your eye a little bit less. Okay, that's what I'm looking for. It can be so hard to find everything. Okay, perfect. Yay, we've got one more image. So something I do really love about this pack is I think it's very versatile for beginners because it gives you some really different options, but yet I think they all still tie in really well together. So we've got Embrace, Nostalgia, oh yep, nice, very nice. Serendipity looks nice too. I think Embrace I'm going to go with. And I'm just, because I really love, it's actually my pet hate to just cut someone's feet off. I seem to do it a lot though for something that annoys me that much, you know? Trying to think of my rule of thirds here. I think I'm just going to do this. Not worry about my thirds too much. Yay, okay. Just going to do this a tiny bit and maybe his face. We're going to kind of want to bring up the clarity on his face a little bit, just a bit. Oh, yeah, perfect actually. That's great. Just make him pop a little bit more. Bring up the highlights. Oh, sweet little face. Okay. And then I'm just going to do a tiny bit more goldy bits coming through here. Warm things up. There we go. That's my little cheat. Don't tell anyone that I do that. His hand is just looking a little bit dark now because we brightened up his face, so just a little. There we go. Um, done. So I hope you've enjoyed watching me how I would use these different presets, all very, very different images, different lighting situations, that kind of thing, different colors. And I hope you just can see how versatile they are. Very excited for you to start giving them a crack in your own editing workflow. Please let me know how you go, and make sure you tag hashtag Mamastalgia, hashtag Mamastalgia presets to potentially be featured on our Instagram. And yeah, do keep in touch. And even you can post in the Facebook group what you come up with. Cannot wait to see it. All right, thank you, and happy editing, everyone.